My family is spending a week living in a van for the first time. We've lived in a variety of tiny vehicles and spaces before, each with their own highlights and struggles. So we're looking forward to seeing what are the pros and cons of van life. In our last video, we slept on the streets of Toronto and experienced city life in a van, which actually ended up being easier than we expected. And in this video, we're driving up north to experience van life in the Canadian wilderness, and even taking the van to a family reunion at my aunt and uncle's property where we got married 9 years ago. This video is in partnership with Sony Alpha. While on this journey, we'll be showcasing the brand new shotgun mic from Sony, the ECM M1. This mic is packed with a ton of new features, while at the same time being super compact, lightweight, cable-free, and it doesn't need a battery. We've been playing around with this mic for the past month, and it's so much fun to be able to customize our audio recording experience, because it has 8 different recording modes. Super directional, unidirectional, omnidirectional, super directional rear, super directional front and rear, super directional front and rear separate, stereo, ultra-directional. The magic is in the diamond-shaped mic system. There's 4 mic capsules on top, and that allows for versatile recording modes. Now the mic can tell what direction the sound is coming from. It records in analog and digital, and also has a noise cut filter and a low cut filter. And we're also using the mic to record all the voiceovers you hear in this video. This is where we slept last night with a view of the Toronto skyline. How awesome is this? Inside our van are 4 seats, a 2-burner stove, a small fridge, a shower, toilet, twin bed, dining table, and a pop-up roof with another twin bed. On the outside is solar panels to keep us charged when we're off-grid, which we have been using while living on the streets of Toronto.
This is our first van trip, and it's gonna be the best night ever. This is my brother. Brother, look at me. This is my brother. And he is so funny. Look at him. And this is so exciting. Want to see my mom and dad? Okay.
Whenever we would move our Airstream, it would always rain. Like when it was like pack up day, ready to move to our next location, it was raining like without fail. And apparently, like I've heard from several people that that's like a good luck thing. So I'm gonna believe that.
Now we head up north to find a provincial park to spend the next few nights. Driving this van is significantly easier than towing our 31-foot Airstream. It drives like a regular vehicle, so this small size is really working to our advantage. All right, Kristen's driving.
First time driving the van. I think that was my bottle, wasn't it? Everyone's okay?
Yeah. Good job.
Thanks. You know, it feels smooth.
Yeah, it's nice, and you're not towing anything.
Yeah. Well, that's why I feel like more confident.
Got some wood. We can have a nice bonfire tonight. And what are we gonna make, Kai?
S'mores!
Yeah.
This is always a fun part when you arrive to a campground, is finding your spot. Yep, it would be down there. Just got to our campsite for the next few nights. This is Balsam Lake Campground, and it was like 2 hours north of Toronto, and Kai immediately started digging and found a worm. Nice. I love that we got to this campsite and we didn't have to set up basically anything. Like I put some chairs out, but this has got the kitchen, it's got the bed. We don't have to set up a tent or a tarp or any of that. We, just gotta pop the top. Let's do that now. There's a solid window made of plastic, and then this is a screen for airflow, and there's a screen in the front for more airflow. I'm gonna switch the mic to rear so that you guys can hear me talk when I'm facing the camera forward. So right now the mic is set forward, but I want to rotate it to rear. Okay, lock that in place. Included in this campsite was a 30 amp plug so that our camper is now plugged in. We have not had it plugged in at all before. Now we can actually use the plugs in here to, plug in like our laptop. I think that's it. Switch the mic back to facing forward. While we're here, we're gonna have some campfires, make some s'mores. We're probably gonna go to the lake and maybe try and rent a canoe or go on a hike. Just be outside as much as possible. What happened?
Horrible news.
What?
I bought coffee that's not ground and we don't have a grinder.
Oh.
And it just smells so good.
We can solve this. We just need like 2 rocks and we'll just smash them. Oh, it smells so good. I've never been so close and so far away from a cup of coffee. Coffee will have to wait. For now, we need to build a fire for s'mores and then have dinner. Yes, I know, in that order. How can you tell if the wood is dry, right? Okay? How do you tell?
Crack.
You crack it?
And then you feel right here, and it's dry.
Right. Carefully. Do it.
I can't.
Go as close as you want and then throw it. Yep.
Good job, Kai.
You slide it off, and then you could eat.
Birthday s'more, baby. What's that? So good? Yeah, baby. Oh. Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
Give it to me too.
For dinner tonight is a... Oh, the bee obviously wants it. For dinner tonight, as I was saying, is a lovely blend of leftovers from Indian and potatoes. Indian food a la potato. It's pretty good. It's a lot of flavor. I'll feed you. You come here. All you gotta do is open your mouth, and I'll spoon food you, and you can go back and play. Here. Okay.
Okay, so she may have filled up on s'mores and not wanted any dinner. That's alright, you only live once. So we're turning in for the night, and hopefully we have nice weather tomorrow.
Buenos dias. What you eating? Ooh, a mix of 2 cereals with some
That's the
blueberries.
best.
Yeah.
2 cereal mix. I slept up here like a baby. This was my little tree house. It's a lot cooler up there. There's more of a breeze, which is nice. It's tight. It's a little tight. And I'm worried about falling. But I didn't fall. The first night we were in this, the 3 of us slept in the bed in the back because we were on the streets of Toronto and we didn't want to draw attention to ourselves. And that was really tight. I would not wanted to have done that another night, right?
No.
That was brutal.
No. But the space is good with me and Kai. I only get kicked like about 20 times a night instead of,
50?
50.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
So having spent about 5 years living in an Airstream that was 200 square feet, it was like 31 feet long, so it was probably double the length of this. I'm noticing just how tight and compact it is. Like, I don't think as a family of 3 plus a dog, we could do this full-time comfortably.
If you're spending most of your time outdoors, which you do with this lifestyle, kind of goes hand in hand, it still feels pretty tight with a child, like a 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old child. I'm talking about you. who needs space to play and like move around and have her things. And
Not a kid.
I
I'm
would
a
say-
wild kid.
you are a wild kid in the best way possible.
How do you like living in the van, Kai? Because you lived in the Airstream, and then you lived in that
Wait.
RV.
Hold that thought. Can you put the mic on the front and back?
So Kai, you have now lived in the Airstream, you lived in an RV, and you lived in this van. Which one do you like the most? Are you doing any meeny miny mo? No, that's not how it works. You just have to talk from your heart. Which one do you like the most?
Una.
You love the Airstream the most. As the rain passed by, we occupied ourselves inside. Luckily, it was only a few hours before the sun came out again and we could head to the beach at Kawartha Lakes.
Alright, I'm gonna switch back to directional, from front to back to directional. I just feel so good right now. Anytime that I am camping, glamping in this case, with our van, and just being surrounded by nature, by trees, by water, it feels so good. Like, no matter how stressed out I am, it immediately like just centers me and makes me feel calm. And I think that's why it's so great for kids too. It's great for everyone, for animals, for kids. We're all just happy when we're surrounded by nature.
After 2 nights here at the campground, we packed up and drove the van to a family reunion. I'm curious to know of the audio quality difference, because right now the mic is set to ultra directional, which means it's not going to pick up anything outside of like this window right here. Kai's watching her show behind me, the engine's in front of me, there's noise coming from the window, so I'm going to switch it to Omni right now, and it'll pick up all the noise and see if there's a difference. Ready? Go. And we're going back now. That should sound a lot more directional, just aimed at me, and you hear less of the ambient noise. And I'm having a lot of fun playing with this mic, more so than I have with any other mic. With the 8 different settings, I'm adjusting it depending on the environment and the experience I want the viewer to feel or hear while they're listening to the video. We're now headed to a big family get-together. It's on my aunt and uncle's property, actually the property that Kristen and I got married. It's gonna be half Jamaicans, half Persians. It's always gonna be a fun time and lots of incredible food. This is my aunt Audrey, and she lives here and she arranged this whole amazing event. So what is the gathering?
Well, our gathering is family and friends. We haven't seen each other for quite a few years now. Well, I saw you last year, but
Well, that was
seems
just
like
once.
a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I think this might be a yearly event.
Love you.
Thank you.
I grew up in a mixed family, and I never knew how special that was until I got older. And it's also really wonderful to be back on this land where Kristen and I got married 9 years ago.
This property is so beautiful. It's got a river running through it. It's among beautiful trees, and it's a really good turnout today. There's like 70 people here, and all the kids, of course, are in the river, including this kid. See his dad.
Living in a van has been a wonderful experience, and although it was a little tight for us, I still think we would do it again. What are your thoughts on van life? Do you think you and your family could do it? Special thanks to Sony for sponsoring us for this video and helping us put this together. It's really been a lot of fun playing with this microphone, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching and listening to this video.